Halverson needs room. Get out of the way. Okay, Captain. Oh, shit, yeah.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play hockey. We got a good one for you here. It's going to be Edina and Orono West Tonka. Ooh, the Edina team is going to do a little pump-up thing off the end as the Warriors of Orono West Tonka stand at center ice, not impressed. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're underway. Edina moving from right to left. That's Halverson with it. And it's going to be played back up through the neutral zone by the Edina addition as they look to regroup back in behind their own net with Olivia Lowell. She'll look to find her partner, Taylor Porthen. And now it's going to be sent back into the circle area. And out of the zone comes Edina. Across the line. Oh, look at that. Great speed and work through the slot area, but that's thwarted and turned aside by the defense of the Warriors of Orono West Tonka. Back up in center ice they go. Across the center red line, that's going to be Nickham with it. She's bothered on the play by Dubuque of the Edina 12A team. Played to an open wing by McConnell. And in to gather up the loose change is Whitney Horton. Back up off the boards it goes. Orono West Tonka fails to click there. They're looking for Paulson. Now it's going to be Maxwell who regroups in her own zone as Edina plays it up too far for Hankinson. That's poked away. Orono West Tonka on it now across the line. They run into one would-be checker, and it's played back up to the neutral zone. On it now for Orono Westaka is Alex Paulson. Oh, Nickum comes away with it. Looks for a feed down the slot area as it's going to be turned back up ice by Edina. Back behind the net. Lyman was there. Now it's going to be picked up by Rasmussen. Rasmussen looks up to the top of the circle area as it's poked back up to the neutral zone by Edina. Now the Warriors of Orono Westaka will play it off the boards at center. Good pace and tempo to the start of this one. Down the boards it goes. Mickelson was there for Edina. They score right out of the chute. It's 1-0 Edina. You'll watch this battle off the boards. And there it is as they'll walk this one down low. And there's a player that was lost off the shuffle. I believe that was Edina's Evelyn Mickelson. Took the feed and buried it for the 1-0 lead. Edina now controls again. Lowell with it, looks up ice for Mickelson. She has the game's first goal. Back into the corner it goes. It was Sanders for the Hornets. Now Sanderson will come away with it. She has Mickelson with her back behind the net. Mickelson now fights that one off along the end line as it's going to be now handled by the Warriors. That's Lyman with it as she's fish hooked in the corner. Heavy work there by Mickelson. I mean, you look at this matchup, these two teams have had themselves a heck of a tournament. Tightshide was there for Edina, and it's played back up to the neutral zone. Foot race for the loose puck. It's Lowell with it. Sauces one on the tape. Nice job off the backhand, loading and shooting with a shot there was Hannah Halverson. Turned aside by Madison Forsyth, the goaltender for the Warriors. In the nets for Edina is number 30, Nora Hannon. Both of these are the only two goaltenders on each squad. Off the stick, back up into center ice area it goes. Edina will regroup. And back in to the Edina zone it goes. Dubuque is there. Now it's played to the right wing side for Miser. Picked off along the way there. Now it's going to be handled by Orono Westaka as they look to play this one up to the line. That was Rusinski on that play. And played back into the corner off the stick of Paulson. Bumped off the boards. Edina will race out of the zone with it. 3-on-3 through center. Across the line they go with little room to work as it's Orono Westaka shutting the door on Halverson. There's a nice pass to the slot shot that's blocked. That had some juice on it. Played back up into the neutral zone. Here they come. Cross the line. That's going to be Plyman to play that one in deep. Edina now with Nelson to take over. Nelson to the right wing side. Touch pass at center on the breakout. Cross the line. They work it with Hankinson back in behind the net. Hankinson gets an angle. Walked across the line. Looking and turning. Going to be handled now back into the corner. Edina's Whitney Horton with it. Now it's Hankinson. Hankinson and Horton battle. Nickum is there. Horton feeds to the slot area. Turned back in behind the net. Now on it for Orono Westaka is Sage Fink as she plays this to the left wing side. Edina will keep the line with Taylor Porth, and her shot misses the mark. And now it's going to be turned back up ice by the Warriors of Orono Westaka. Turned over, Minor with it across the line for the Warriors. Porthen with it back in behind the net, bumps it off the boards. It's going to be Nelson with it. Nelson ahead on the move for the game's lone goal scorer in Mickelson. Picked off and handled now by Plyman. High tempo pace to this one. 9:28 to go in period number one. That one's going to be played through everyone. The length of the ice it goes, and icing will be your call. We'll bring it back down into the Warrior territory. Really, other than the goal, that's your first whistle here in this afternoon's action. Orono West Tonka worked their way to the championship round game with the 2-0-1 record in pool play. Had a pair of 8-goal wins, 1-8-3 over Lakeville and 1-8-0 over Edina White. They tied Minnetonka, and then they 0-0 in a thriller yesterday. And here they sit with Edina Green, trailing by a score of 1-0. For Edina Green, they had a interesting path yesterday, a tough game against Stillwater. A 3-2 win qualified them for the championship round game in their third pool game. They beat Woodbury 7-2 and Egan Inver Grove Heights 6-0 to open up the tournament. Now it's going to be the Warriors ahead. To center they go. Off the stick of Paulson. In the bench area. Now it's going to be picked up again by Paulson. Gets away from one, walks this one down. That's Bickett, rather. Back into the corner. She's bothered on the play, stays in possession. Nice cycle back into the corner for Nickum. She's watched by the Hornet defense. Nickum gets it back again. They continue to keep it to the outside, does the Edina defense. Leah Nelson was there. Now it's going to be whistled down with, it looks like, a body checking penalty. And we'll have the game's first power play, as it'll be the Warriors heading to the sin bin.
22, body check.
Alexa Nickum will be called for that one. Oh, here comes the puck back into the offensive zone. Taylor Porthen, really good off the rush. Strong skater for Edina, plays that one back and behind that wraparound. Oh, and the door was just shut there at the last second by Forsyth. Nice job by the Warrior goaltender. To the right point it goes. It's going to be Horton to keep, and it's going to be the Warriors to kick it back into the neutral zone. Backpedaling now, it's going to be Halverson. Porthen with it. Back over for Halverson. Back up the middle they go. Kept aside, now Halverson handles this one, angles it to the right side in front of the bench area. That's left off. Nice job there. Puck is controlled by Edina up high. McConnell with it, down to the corner. They had the oncoming shot from the point there, stopped by Forsyth, turned aside. Cleared to the line, but held in by Lowell as that's played back in behind the net. Halverson puts a little lumber on her player in the corner there. That's Bickett, as they have two Hornets on it now with 39 to go in the power play, 6:49 to go in the period. Back at the line now, Lowell with it. Tries to play this one deep and does, as Koopman was there momentarily for the Warriors. In front, loose puck. Oh, what a chance there. Mickelson had the wide open net. Kind of whiffed a bit, missed the mark. Tough shot to make there as she was falling back away from it, as it landed on a doily for her up front. Like a cup of tea. At the line again, held in by Maxwell. Back behind they go. It's going to be the Warriors through center. Maxwell with it. They regroup and play this one up. Be sure to subscribe to the Edina Tournament YouTube channel. We'll have all of the Edina Tournament's third place and championship round games here this year, and who knows what we're going to do for next. I always seem to be adding more things to these great tournaments run by the Edina Hockey Association. The Cake Eater Classic, really the kickoff to the 2018-19 season. I mean, sure, you're playing a couple of games here and there, but for the 15s, it's really get your feet wet time as they come out of those tryouts quick, and here we go. Now across the line, it's going to be controlled by Nickum. Oh, she's dangerous to the forehand. Oh, and she's stopped there by Hannon. Nickum gets her own puck to the line. Nice job to keep that alive. Puck is played back in behind. On that play, it was Plyman. And now it's going to be back up into the neutral zone with 5:14 to go. Period number one. Back in across the line. Here come the Warriors. They're going to work this one deep with Hargreaves. They look out front. Hannon was there. Back in behind the net again. Warriors forced again back into the corner, wide by the Hornet defense. Winning the battle there was Whitney Horton. Down low she goes, stopped on the play and sent back in. Now it's Paulson with it, 1-0 the score. This is a beauty. This game has got some tempo and pace to it for sure. Hornets now back in their own zone. They'll try to walk this one along the line, and on the play there, that was Campbell Rusinski. Sent right back in behind the Edina net. Here comes the forecheck. Rusinski leads the charge. Comes away with it out of the corner. She has players moving toward the slot area. There's a shot saved by Hannon. Butterfly pad to the corner. Now it's going to be picked up by Edina's Whitney Horton as she plays it to the right wing. Tightshide was there. Now it's going to be the Hornets willing it into the neutral zone as it flips up and out of play into the bench area. 4:07 to go in the first period. We will face off in the neutral zone. Two more games on the docket for you today from Braemar Arena. We have the 15Bs and the 15As to close it out. We've already worked 3 games at the 10A, 10B, 12B, and now here's the 12A. Back across the line, they'll load it up. Shot, save, hand, and rebound! She pounces on it. We'll take a look at this one on replay. Just see how this generated from center ice work there. Right down there on the bottom. Believe me, it really did happen. Up there it is. Now they're going to walk this one back up across the line. Load it up and shoot. Hannah, nice job to see that shot that was set up off a screen quite impressively. Schneider. Now they play it ahead, back up through center ice. McConnell stays with it. Defensed neatly there by the Warriors. Off the boards, rolling puck held in at the line. That's blocked and sent right back in by Edina's Dubuque. Turning and shooting was Halverson. Nifty athletic play there as she was turned and repelled aside. Hangs on to it, gets it in on goal. Let's see if we get the back end of that one on replay for you. There she is right there. Sends that in on goal. Nice save made. Forsyth. Nice crowd assembled here at Braemar Arena. Up high to the line it goes for Maxwell. That shot turned aside by Madison Forsyth. Good focus on the stick save there. Back in off the end boards now. It's going to be Horton. Look to get inside on her player. Horton tries to fish her way in. Great support by the Warriors, but they get it back up to the line. Edina now from the left point. Wrist shot taken, blocked. Back up high again it goes. Mia Maxwell. Dubuque with it. Her wrist shot's blocked. Back at center it goes. Maxwell on it. Plays back for Dubuque. Looks up ice. Doesn't like what she had. Instead, looks over for Mickelson. Cutting that one off was Minor for the Warriors. At the line, now back up through center. The Warriors weathered that Edina storm. That was a good shift for them. Now Edina regroups back in behind their net. Under 2 minutes to go now with 1:56 to go in period number 1. Nice job to position and play this one through. Look out, back up through the center ice area it goes. It's going to be Nelson to regroup in her own zone. She looks back to the right wing side. Tightshide is there. Back in behind it goes. Dubuque is there. Nice collision there. Aggressive play by Rasmussen forces the turnover. And off the end wall, the Hornets work it again. Nickum is there. Down into the wall goes Edina's tight side. And that hits a pair of skates. Now it's Nickum. Up high they go, wrist shot. That hits traffic on its way through. Puck caroms back out of the stick of tight side. Ahead she goes to Mickelson. Gets away from one player, that was Hargreaves. And it's sent back into Warrior territory. Back in behind the net they go. They look up ice. Chuck some sauce for Nickum. She's got one to beat. Nickum and Porth. And oh, nice play by Nickum in on goal. And that's going to be stopped. And covered up by Nora Hannon as she suffocates that puck. Big turnover there. Hornets back the other way. It's going to be McConnell. A shot and a pad save. Puck's loose. Penalty coming up behind the play. It's going to be on the Hornets. The Warriors will go on the power play. Tripping will be your call. See if we can catch that infraction. There goes. There it is right there. I don't know if that's. Now they've got the Warriors on that one. I thought the Warriors touched the puck when the whistle blew, so that was the tail end of what we just saw there. So Warriors will send that through center. Nickum better hurry so there's no ice. Yep, she does. Gets there first. Nickum gathers it in shorthanded. What's she going to do with it? She's going to hang on. They're going to have to be up. They're going to be offside anyway. 13.6 to go in period number 1. 1:32 to go in the power play. Nothing happens. Seven to go in the period, back in behind the net. Warriors do a nice job to keep the Hornets at bay, and that does it for the first period. And the score reads Edina 1 and Orono Westonka nothing. So there'll be 32 seconds remaining on, oops, they put the time clock up, so there'll be more than 32 seconds. They're going to have to figure out the penalty clock and reset it. They didn't disable that. That's the old tournament miscue there for sure. So there'll be some power play time left for the Edina Hornets. They lead 1-0 after 1. Shots on goal red in the first period. For Edina 7 and for Orono 3. One of those 7 shots by Evelyn Mickelson dented the twine. Yeah, they got to redo the penalty clock time because it ran down. So now you have both officials in the penalty box talking to them as the penalty clock time was running down because they put time up on the board between the periods. Now they zeroed that out. And now they're going to re-put, they did the math. John Sands is a mathematician. I'm sure he'll figure it out. Here we go, 118. Simple enough, simple math. One minute remains exactly now in the penalty on Orono Westaka as they'll work this one across the line. Rusinski with it behind the net. Cross the line, here's Horton with it. She carries this one to the corner, gets it back and pokes it to an open wing. And now back in behind the net it goes. Poked away. We're at full strength here in 15 seconds. In front of the penalty box area it goes. Lowell is there. Schneider as well for Edina. Back up at center ice. Lowell again. Runs into a stiff arm there from Nickum. On the ice now steps Natalie Miner. And back into the corner it goes. The Warriors look to work it out of the zone. They can't. And it's played back up to the line. Lowell's shots batted down by Nickum. And here they come. Saucing the pass back up into the neutral zone. Lopez with it. Finds an opening and sends that one back in and around. Hargreaves is there. Wins the battle off the end boards. Feeds the pass to the slot area, gets it back. That one trickles wide of the mark. Edina very quick to those loose pucks in the corner as you saw Lowell go right after that one. Good angle on that one. At the line, sits at the blue line, no offside on the play. In front of the bench area, it's turned back over. Edina breaks back out. They go D to D to the near side. Lowell through center. Sends a pass to the left wing side that's fanned on by Hankinson. And controlled now by the Warriors of Orono Westaka. Quickly up the boards they go. That's off the stick of Rusinski. Now it's controlled and turned away by Nelson for the Hornets. On the tape, Halverson's dangerous. Tried to cut to the backhand, but she was defensed. Now to the line. DeLuke's shot is missed. Misses the mark. For Dubuque, rather. As that one's played back up to the neutral zone. Nickum can skate. Muscles in on this loose puck. Goes down on the play and still slings it toward the net. Horton now back in behind her own net. Nickum gets it back. Sends that shot wide. Nickum is all over the ice in the offensive zone. Very impressive. Poke back down the right wing wall after the Edina goal. It seems as though the Warriors have sort of settled in on their game a little bit. At least a little more opportunities in the offensive zone. Edina had the 7-3 shot on goal advantage. Back up ice. Edina working it through the neutral zone with Nelson. Stopped on the play. Halverson was there. They pin up the Warrior player in front of the bench area. 50-50 puck. Now it's going to be the Warriors again. Nice job to gain center and just chip it in deep. Back into the corner. Oh, goes. It looks like they're going to let that one go, are they? One of the appearance here said, I don't know about that. I kind of said the same thing, but we play on. Playoff hockey. Now it's going to be handled by Mickelson. Back in behind. At the line, it's going to be played back in deep by Rasmussen. All the way around it goes for the Hornets. They look up to the right wing side for Mickelson. Has the game's lone tally here. And it's going to be the Hornets to flip it to center. Bounding puck that gets away from Sage Fink. Off the end boards. Hustled down there by McConnell. Dubuque with it. Nice little move to get away from one would-be checker in Koopman. And now it's going to be the Warriors again to play this one. Back up to the left wing side. Flipped up high in the air. Rolling puck. Porthen is with it now. She turns back up ice quickly. She can skate across the line. Inside out to the forehand. Misses the mark off the end boards. Hankinson is there. Nice body position by the Warriors to win the battle, though, and it's going to be Lopez to play to the line but not out. Porthen shots deflected away. Here's a shot turning and going down as Horton misses the mark. Puck is played up around the wall. Jammed on the play there was Hargreaves. And now back in behind, it's going to be rung the wall by Bickett. Outlet Lopez to Nickum across the line. Nickum works it toward the backhand. Left-handed shot behind the net. Stays on the puck. In the corner she goes. Nice job to support with Lopez from the corner. There's a shot. Save made. Rebound. Scores! Hard-working goal right there by the Orono-Westonka Warriors. You'll see right there the backhand play stopped for initially by Hannon. And then it's a rebound marker. And we're tied at 1. $9:15 to go in the second period as Edina will look to work this one back out of the zone. At center ice now on it, it's Leah Nelson. Oh, cuts to the forehand. Oh, she nearly took Forsyth by surprise with that opportunity. Opens up and lets a quick one go for the wickets, but the goaltender wily and gets the job done and has the stick down in the ice where it should be to cover that one up. Quick turnaround opportunity there by Teitscheid off the face-off. Now it's going to be the Warriors. Sanders makes the play from the knees. Poked to the far boards by Fink. And now Edina will regroup in the neutral zone to the near side. It goes for Maxwell. Finds an opening and sends it in as Halverson's going to forecheck on Fink. Content to ring it away from the pressure. Paulson to the right wing side. Clears to safety to the neutral. Maxwell comes away with it. Now it's going to be the Warriors and the Hornets battling in front of the bench area there. You see that all jostled up. Maxwell comes away with it out of the zone. Check that, McConnell out of the zone. McConnell's shot's blocked. Back in behind the net it goes. Halverson, check that. That was Bickett to make the play to clear the zone, albeit partially as Edina holds it in. Halverson, nifty job off the end boards. To the line but not out. Wrist shot by Lowell misses the mark. Back in the corner it goes for Halverson. And it's going to be back up through center for Nickum. Nickum will work it to the left wing side. She's going to open up and let this one know. She couldn't get the shot off as she was bothered by Porthen, who plays it to the right wing side looking for Mickelson. She finds herself in a battle for the loose change. Now to the line, walking down to hold, keep that one in, was Bickett. Or check that was Minor. And a whistle on the play. We'll face it off at center ice. The Tradition Cake Eater Classic. Its 14th year. Features girls 10A, 10B, 12A, 12B, 15A, and 15B levels. We've seen it swell to as many as 72 teams. We're playing about 8 per level. To the right wing side they go. Schneider on it. Stop. Back up ice they go. It's going to be Minor with it. She's strong to the net. Nice save, Hannon. Rebound, Hannon again. Let's take a look at that rush on the replay again. You'll see this one straight through center ice, as that's Natalie Minor. is really out-racing the Edina defense the whole way. Cuts to the forehand as the right-hand shot was entering the zone on the off wing like that. Couldn't get what she wanted on that shot. And the goaltender for Edina, Nora Hannon, equal to the test. Stripped of the puck there was Mickelson. Now it's Porthen with a shot that's deflected away. And Maxwell, check that. That was Paulson. Plays that ahead for Nickum. Nickum, she's finding her legs here. That one in on goal. I've said Nickum's name here all game, but in the second period they've been with purpose and angles to the net. Fink off the boards. There's Nickum back at center ice. Plays that one back in. To the corner it goes. The Edina defense will work it back out of the zone. That was Lowell to Porthen. Now Lowell with it. Handled now by Mickelson from the right wing to the line, but not out. Pressure continues here by the Orono Westonka Warriors. Back in behind the net. Porthen is there to help out. Looks for the left wing on the breakout. It was McConnell that was there. And the pressure continues, and a big save by Hannon. Oh, that one nearly deflects as it finds itself in the corner. Miner plays that one. Back in behind the net they go. Foot race ensues for the puck off the corner. Now it's going to be Porthen. She better hurry. Here comes Hargreaves, who was wheeling after that puck. In the corner, they battle. Down goes an Edina player. That's Miser. Now they look out front. Puck is loose off the side of the net. Hannon has the stick down. It's still loose. And it's going to be the Warriors that come away with it up high. They load it up. They shoot. That one's blocked. And that was off Mickelson, who clears it to safety. That looks like it's going to make it in on net. Indeed it does. It's going to be poked away and handled now by Miner. Stopped by Sanders. And back up through center ice it goes. Foot race for this loose puck. Paulson comes together and away with it as she and Maxwell were working on that biscuit. Bounding puck that gets away from the stick of the Edina defense, and Leah Nelson back in behind with 4:23 to go in period number 2. Puck is going to be bumped off the boards, back up through center, and it's going to be regrouped and handled now by the Warriors. Long pass through center ice off the stick of Nelson. Sanders was waiting on the near side, and she gets it. Nifty pass from Maxwell. Across the line. Horton is snuffed out there by the defense. From the right wing side, shoved up the wall. Edina will keep the line, and they'll change, get a partial change. And ooh, they got a player open on the near side. Look out. Here we go, back the other way with Lopez. Lopez cuts toward the middle, shoots, save, rebound. Oh, in on goal. A big save made there by Hannon. Let's take a look at this one on replay. Here comes Lopez with it near side. You'll pick her up right there on your screen. Cuts back, then back again. That's a tough play to make, especially with the defense. What a save by Hannon. That's the save of the game right there. Just gets the leg extended, makes a beauty, keeps us tied at 1. Edina not liking where they're at, as the coaching staff says we've seen enough. Scott Bolby talking things over. He's the head coach of this team. He's assisted by Billy Klein, Dave Horan, Casey Hankinson, Christy Brower, and Brian Maxwell. Meanwhile, Michael Rusinski, Matt Forsyth, Tim Nickum, your head coaches at Orono Westonka. This has been really an entertaining game. Bolby is letting the team have it. He doesn't like how things are happening, and the momentum has clearly been seized by the Warriors. He's seen enough. He's pointing to the defensive zone quite a bit. We'll see how his team responds. So the face-off now. You know, one of the things that's interesting is, you know, we heard Bruce Boudreau talk about this. When you change your goalies in the middle of the game, sometimes you're telling the team you're not liking how you're playing, and sometimes the same thing can happen on a timeout, but sometimes it's necessary. Face-off win as that one's fired in on goal by Bickett and handled by Hannon. Nickum again to take the face-off against McConnell. 2 face-off wins in a row for Nickum. To the right wing they go. Shot that's just buzzed wide. Wrist shot that again misses the mark. Hit the glove of the goaltender Hannon. And there are the Warriors continuing to battle and win the individual battles, and a body check is going to be called on Edina. So off the timeout, it's too early to tell, but right now at this stage, the Warriors unaffected by anything. And now they get a power play. We'll see what happens here. Body check for the 2-minute minor. We'll put the power play in force for the Warriors. Rusinski, the face-off win. Boy, they've been savaging in the circle here. The second period. There's a rebound. That one fails to click. They're going to play this one back up to the right wing side. Controlled now by the Warriors. Behind the net they go. Back up to the line to the near side. Puck will carom the boards. And here's a loose one that's played back into the corner. Now on it, it's going to be Hargreaves. Hargreaves with it. Plays this one to the corner. Ooh, they had a player in front. Couldn't find it. Back up to the line they go with it. Near side, control by the defense, sent back in. And the Hornets will control the center ice as they carry away with Maxwell as she sends it in deep with 1:19 to go in the power play, 2:28 to go in the period. At center ice, poke to safety, here we go. It's going to be Lopez, cuts back again, try to work it through. Oh, what a pad save, rebound. Hannon with another big pad save that was led by a Lopez rush, shot through traffic. Let's take a look at all that on replay once again. Oh my goodness. Here comes the first shot. Nice save there. And then she has her return shot. And then one more. Under siege right now here in the second period. Keeping it tied up at 1. Back down to the corner it goes for Orono Westonka. Minor plays that one through. They've got speed out of the corner in front. Oh, Nickum. Oh, she had the wide open net. Goodness. Ooh. That was a chance and a half. Here's Halverson back out of the zone for Edina. Halverson's going to be cut off at the line by Plyman. Now to the near side it goes. It's going to be Orono Westonka out of the zone. They got 32 with the power play across the line. They're good. Down low they go with Minor. She's going to walk it back in behind the net. Plays that one back along the end boards for Paulson as they're kept to the outside by the Hornet defense. Battle there won by Nelson, but there's support from Nickum that fails to click. And now it's going to be McConnell to poke that one to safety back up through the center ice area. Plyman with it now to the near wing. Back up at center. That's off the stick of Lopez. And here they come across the line. Edina now at full strength with 1:07 to go in the second. Across the line they go now with Minor. Warriors to center will regroup. Turning away from traffic is Plyman in front of the bench area. Hankinson there hustles across the line on the puck, plays to the slot area, poked off a stick, bounding puck. Where is it? It dribbles to the slot area and it's gathered in and taking a safety for Rasmussen behind the net. Outlets to the left wing side, gets away from the forecheck. Nifty job there. Now to the left wing they go with Rusinski. Inside out shot, save, hand and rebound. Oh, a chance there. But the Edina goalie once again equal to the test there. We'll see how this one develops again in transition out of the breakout. They got away from the heat from the forecheck pretty impressively there. But watch the save here by the Edina goaltender. Screens and inside out shots coming from all sorts of different directions. And she's been really steady here this afternoon for the Edina addition. Nickum. Edina now gets the face-off, though, as it's taken away by the Warriors and sent back in behind. 1-1, what a game. 22 to go in the second period. Lowell to the line, but not out. Look out, 10 seconds to go in the period. Hannon the save and a long shot from quite the distance there, and she hangs on with 14.7 to go. Face-off win, played to the right wing side. McConnell fishes that one off the boards. Looked ahead. Now it's going to be Halverson. Fans on that one. Checked partially on the stick. Nice job there by the defense. And that does it for the second period. And a dandy indeed. We're going to take a timeout. We'll have the ice done for you. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third period of a 1-1 hockey game. It's the U10A championship of the Tradition Cake Eater Classic right here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com.
I've seen him before. Seems like a nice guy.
We have a big time third period coming up for you. This is good stuff here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. Edina now moving from right to left across your screen. We'll be working a 5-on-5 angle here with the Orono Westonka Warriors, who win the draw and play it back to center. Lowell was there. They'll play this one back up to center. Backpedaling are the Warriors. Near boards, nifty move there across the line. Stopped and snuffed out by the defense. That was Halverson, the center iceman, that made the play there. Flipped up high in the air to center. Maxwell comes away with it. Plays this to the right wing. Schneider. Near side it goes for Maxwell. And they'll shovel this one through traffic. Now gathering it in for Edina is Dubuque, as she'll control and look up ice. Dubuque plays to the left wing side across center ice, and it's going to be Hankinson to play this one behind. On the stick now of Lyman, loses the handle. We've had close games all day here in the championship round. It's been terrific. Back the other way they go with it. Miner with it, across the line. She's going to be stopped. These teams had some time. Edina came out of the box to start. Score quickly. There's a puck that's turned over, back up at center ice, then had control for a while, and then it's been Orono that had a terrific second period. In that second period, they turned the shots on goal around from a 7-3 deficit in the first period to a 9-5 after 2, so we're even up at 12 here as we enter the third period. 15B championship game will be coming up next. Turned back up ice by Edina. Big stick in there for Hargreaves. Now it's McConnell with it. She pokes that to center. McConnell tried to play that through traffic. Now it's on the stick of Koopman back in behind the net. Halverson is there with her. Back up off the boards. Wrist shots blocked. Poke to the left wing side. Here they come. The Warriors on the move. Lowell is back. Wrist up. I thought they were going to send a shot in toward the goal, but instead they tried to find Rusinski. Instead, the Hornets back the other way. 2-on-2 through center. Across the line they go. Fed over to Miser. From the knees, there's a chance in front. Loose puck. Scores! That's Afton Miser for the 2-1 lead. Going to the net. Take a look at this one on replay. There you see the aftermath of that one. Miser with a terrific play there.
Number 7, number 8, number 13.
I'm going to say 7 from 8, which is Halverson, and I believe 14, which would be Sanders. We'll see if we get the official score. Could hear that from our ice mic. Two to one now. Edina leads over Orono Westonka. Here at the championship of the Cake Eater Classic. That's the Tradition Cake Eater Classic. Matamidi and Osseo Maple Grove waiting next. Cross the line, here comes Nickum alone in on goal. Save made by Hannon, a big one there. Watch this puck as Nickum was sprung, and she raced up the left wing side. She's being watched there by Leah Nelson, but just keeps going. Tried to work the 5-hole on that move. Nora Hannon said no. Face-off win by Orono Westonka. To the corner they go with it. Koopman bothered on the play. Mickelson is there. Rusinski was there momentarily. Now through center. They better hurry because they have a Hornet player racing down the ice on them. That was tight shide. Now it's going to be handled by Miner. Turned back in behind for the Warriors as they'll be forced to play it up the right wing boards to center by the Hornet forecheck. Mickelson plays to center. They have to wait on this one at the line. And now it's going to be gathered in by Rusinski. She'll leave back off to the defense, and that's going to be handled by Miner. Right wing off the stick, back up into the center ice area. Lowell regroups, plays for Porth, and into the neutral zone it goes, away from one player. And that one was stopped as that was Halverson looking to make the play. Now here they come across the line. Wrist shot, deflects, in on goal. Carry through there. That was Nickum with the opportunity as she goes down on the play behind. Now Halverson back up ice. Halverson drop pass. McConnell loads it up, misses the mark. Halverson swats that one down. From the corner they look up to the right wing side. That's too far, and back up into the neutral zone it goes, and a whistle on the play. And a penalty coming up on Edina, I believe. Yeah, they got Halverson for a high stick that occurred out of the corner. I saw that out of the corner of my eye, and so did the official as he whistled that one down. Edina shorthanded now with 10 minutes remaining in the third. Bounding puck that misses the mark. Forsyth in goal. Looks off to her right. Out they come. Nelson reaches for it, comes away with it, looks up for Hankinson. Instead, they're going to play it back in deep. It might have been Horton that made that play. Now it's going to be Nickum with it. To the left wing side for Koopman. She's bothered off the far boards by Hankinson, who ties her up. Precious time winds off the clock here for the Warriors. Back the other way, it's going to be Porthen with it. She turns back up ice. McConnell. And now it's Porthen to play this one. Icing will be the call. She tried to feather a pass there through the neutral zone that failed to click. And we'll come all the way back down and visit Nora Hannon with the faceoff. With 9:14 to go in the third and 1:08 to go in the power play. Slot area, bounding puck. McConnell gets away from her. It's off the glass. Miner. Nelson. Edina with a terrific kill here. Mickelson cuts through traffic and it's poked off her stick. Paulson was there. Puck is advanced. Porthen comes away with it. Regroups in her own zone. And it's going to be sent back into Edina territory with Lowell 12 to go in the power play, and it was the Warriors that could really get nothing going here. Edina with a terrific kill with 8:10 to go in the third period. They go down in a heap to the corner. So Edina kills off the penalty. And the puck will carry him all the way to the far side. Halverson was there. Porthen's shots deflected. Now to the right side it goes. Play to the near boards by the Warriors as they try to work the zone, but nice job by Maxwell to cut that one off and play it back in. Nickum cuts to the forehand, stopped by the Edina defense. They're starting to really focus on her, not giving her the opportunity to find the ice. Of course, I'm talking about Alexa Nickum. Back in behind the net. On pass to center. Played up to the right wing side. Cross the line. Maxwell. Offside at the line. I think everybody was looking to see, is that a penalty? We face off in the neutral zone. Nelson watches this one. She's going to have a defensive partner, Dubuque, back in behind the net. Gets it to her. Doesn't like what she has as that outlet was cut off. Tried to go back in behind. That area was cut off. Good forecheck employed here by the Warriors. Behind the net. They control. Ooh, that one trickles wide. Look for a wraparound attempt, and there's Hannon again to make the save. Face-off win. Puck rolls through. They had a player in front. Nothing doing there. Up and out of play it goes. And we'll face off. Miner is there. Front of the bench area goes. Billy Klein, one of the assistant coaches, sent packing. Had the mitts up in the air, everything. Want to take care of his own chicklets. What is he worried about? He's got Bolby sitting right there. Back up into the neutral zone it goes. And it's going to be Porthen with it back into their own zone. Now it'll be the Warriors to regroup now with 5:48 to go. Inside out they go. Turn back up ice. Lyman is there to center. Rolls up into the neutral zone as the Warriors control. This one's sent back down the left wing side. Protected there by Hargreaves as she goes down. Porthen plays back in behind. McConnell gets away from one as she's going to hustle it to the right wing side. Angles a pass up the middle. That was for Halverson. Now Halverson again. Sent right back in. Length of the, no, doesn't, I thought it was going to go back behind, but instead cut off. They look for the high slot area there, the Hornets, but nothing doing there. Back to center it goes. Stopped by Maxwell. Pushed ahead. Maxwell again gets a hand on it. Tries to kick it over to the left side for McConnell. She gets a stick on that and plays this one deep. Back down low it goes. They'll submarine their way through, and it's going to be handled once again back up at center. Back to the corner it goes. Now it's going to be the Warriors with a chance behind that. Ooh, they're looking to set something up front. Ooh, that one failed to click, and that got underneath the stick. No ice on the play. 4:22 to go in the third. Back in behind the net it goes. Off the end boards. Hargreaves is there, or checked that was tight shied, as that one was stopped and covered up. Handled now by Miner and just offside at the line. By an eyelash, says you're official. Being chirped by the fans 75 feet away. Love it. Halverson is there. Held in at the line. Dinah finishing with authority. That break made a big difference for them, I'll tell you that much. Up back at center ice. Porthen with it. Turns it off the near boards. Halverson now controls. She's cut off on the play by Bickett as they'll play it back in behind the net. Nice play there by Paulson. Picked off by Halverson. She's been strong here in this period. Porthen shot. Deflects, they score! That might have been Halverson there on the redirect. A big goal for Edina. You'll watch this shot here come from the right point with plenty of room. Porthen opens up a good angle. Oh, going to the net. Delivers right to the shelf where Mama stores the cookies, as we say. Often overused, but that would be a good time to place that one in there, as Edina takes the 3-1 lead here with 3:12 to go. Maxwell now cuts it over and plays this one back up to center. Lopez plays to the near side. Back across the line they go. Turned back into the corner. That was by Plyman. Ooh, the clockologists. Just snapping in the stands over that. Nothing more stressful than running a youth hockey clock than having all the geniuses up in the top row chirping you. Meanwhile, they won't take the shift. Go figure. Back in across the line. Turned back up ice by Edina. Sanders with it. Bothered on the play, as now it's going to be Nelson. 2.5 to go in the third. In front of the bench area. They'll play this in front of the Edina net. Nickham is there. It's been just shut down defensive third period for Edina after Orono West Tonka really had it rolling there. That's going to be an icing call and sent back in the other way. They ran some time down there.
How long did you let it run down, just so I can tell them? Perfect.
They ran the clock down a little bit. So Orono takes a timeout, and they'll talk things over.
going on, big boy?
Well, the clock didn't start. So it went from Casey telling me that it was 40 seconds to the other guy saying 10, to the bald guy saying it was really about 10.
Oh, yeah.
I mean 20 to 10.
Oh.
I'll give you 10. And then they, on that icing, they allowed it to run down 10.
Okay.
That's why it was still running. So
Okay.
we're good. Good clock. Good clock.
Pressure's on. Lots of pressure.
So where are we at, down there?
We're going to go down there in an icing call, my friend.
Yep, okay.
All right, here we go. Table set for you. 2:06 to go in the third period. 3-1 the score.
Yeah, I saw that coming all the way. Her stick was just perfect.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about that nice goal on that redirect. Loving that thing. If you ever want to know what the refs are talking about, I think now you know. That's called the old open mic. I thought I better turn that down, but they were talking about a beautiful goal there. Big one there for Edina to make it 3-1. Face-off win, empty net for Orono as Edina will calmly play it off the boards, and the neutral zone off Rusinski's stick. Nickum to the right wing side, protects the puck. 1:50 to go in the period. Back to the line, through center ice it goes once again. And they score on the empty netter. Edina goes up by a score of 4-1. Pretty much ices this thing with 1:41 to go here in the third period. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on the Orono bench. So here we go, power play now for the unsportsmanlike conduct on the Orono West Tonka bench. 1:32 to go in the period, 1:50 on the power play, so those are a mismatch, but 4-1 the score. Edina is going to move on here to be the 12A champions of the Cake Eater Classic. In a very competitive division. Great championship game. Off the end boards it goes. Maxwell sends a shot to the slot area. Scores! Mickelson puts that one through the wickets there. And it's now 5-1 Edina. You'll see that right there. Porthen now out of the zone. As they'll work this one to the corner. And they're going to work this one across center now is Orono West Tonka. Nelson with it for Edina. She'll play this one to the right wing side. Cutting that one off are the Warriors. Edina once again possesses back up into the neutral zone with Horton. Plays this one underneath the stick. That one too far for Schneider. And here they come in on goal. Oh, that would have been a chance for Hankinson the rest of the way. But Edina goes on to win the Cake Eater Classic at the 12A level by a score of 5-1. We'll keep it here for the awards ceremony, and don't forget the 15B championship is going to be coming up for you next, right here at EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll keep it here though for you to see the trophies and the ceremony.